Ubisoft have two delayed games going into 2014. One was Watch Dogs, and the other, that most people seem to miss, is The Crew.
It got lost a little bit in amongst the craziness around Watch Dogs. Understandably, it was the more anticipated of the two games. But as Ubisoft's open world action racer, The Crew was looking really good. And
It's looking cool. Initially when they announced it at E3, we thought it was going to be a launch title, so it's actually, been pushed back pretty much to this time next year now. So that's a little worrying, but you've always got to respect, a studio willing to delay it to put the time in to make it right.
the ambition of any kind of open world action racer is always difficult to achieve.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen them in the past, and there've been mixed results. But at Paradise, pretty decent.
Yep.
But there've been other ones, more off-road ones, whose names maybe we won't mention right now, weren't so great. We'd like to see Crew lean more towards Paradise, maybe even top it if we could.
Yeah, totally. It looks really interesting. Just so the basic premise is you can get all your friends together, join them into a crew, and then basically tear around this huge open world, gaining points for doing missions, winning races, outrunning the cops, generally causing chaos. And you know what? It looks really cool. To be honest, it's one of those games where this interactivity between friends has become such a huge sticking point of racing games now, and I think that is thanks to Burnout, Paradise, and all of the auto-log features that they've sort of stuck in.
The stuff that Criterion's done basically throughout this generation, building on what they started with the Burnouts games on Xbox, has been really incredible, and Autolog was the last kind of big innovation. Online in this kind of context is such a huge deal.
Yeah, totally. I think it's tough for Ubisoft because they've never been these huge titans of the racing world, and I think this is their chance with The Crew to finally put their name on the map with it, and they need to get it right. It looks really pretty. There's some, as we can see in this trailer, varying sort of locations. You've got the cityscapes, you've got the sort of open world deserty areas, the rural roads. So it looks like they've got plenty of sort of scope in there to create an interesting experience. It's just one of those things, as always, whether you're going to be able to get enough people to pick it up in your friend group to make it worth the purchase, because it looks like one of those games that's just not going to be as fun on your own as it will be with other people.
Absolutely. But I think if it delivers on its promise, and its promise is still very good for the next 12 months, then it's going to be a really quite spectacular action racer, and exactly the kind of thing that you probably wouldn't want to play quite so close to Need for Speed Rivals coming out, or even quite so close to Forza, which are more than likely going to take up most of your time.
But no, overall, The Crew's definitely one we're going to be looking forward to and covering a lot into 2014, and just hopefully they'll let us, get our hands on it a bit more, because it's definitely one of the Xbox One's most interesting properties.